Archie and welcome to Sports News. Former Nigeria Professional Football League champions Enugu Rangers will unveil their new head coach, Ogunbote, tomorrow in Enugu. The former Ayimba handler, Ogunbote, will replace Silvanus Opala at the club. Coach Ogunbote has previously handled Sunshine Stars, Giwa FC and Shooting Stars in the MPFL. Enugu Rangers, the only MPL club never to have gone in relegation on the top flight, finished in a disappointing 14th spot last season after lifting the winning at the MPL title in 2016. In the UEFA Champions League, Manchester United have advanced to the knockout phase of Europe's club competition. The Red Devils a few minutes ago beat Benfica 2-0 in a Group A clash, while group opponent CSK Moscow beat Basel 2-1. PSG are also safely through to the next stage from Group B. The French league side beat Anderlecht 5-0, while Bayern Munich recorded a 2-1 win against Scottish side Celtic. Meanwhile, Italian side AS Roma picked their second win in the group phase following a 3-0 thrashing of EPL reigning champions Chelsea. The win takes Roma top of Group C on 8 points. Atletico Madrid and Qarabag both settled for a 1-1 draw. Olympiacos held Barcelona to a goalless draw in Group D. And Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane is back in training with the team after suffering a minor hamstring strain and will be assessed ahead of Wednesday's Champions League match against Real Madrid at Wembley. Tottenham and Real are level on 7 points at the top of Group H after a 1-1 draw in Madrid this month. Manager Mauricio Pochettino expects a different ball game in London. Tennis, and France's Adrian Maranhino this evening stunned Spain's David Ferrer 6-2, 6-4 in their first round match at the Paris Masters. Maranhino took the first set with an ace after just 35 minutes. The Frenchman now meets 7th seed David Goffin of Belgium in the second round. Olympic and world champion Mo Farah has split with longtime coach Alberto Salazar. Farah explained the decision in a video posted on his Twitter page, insisting that the desire to move back to London with his family is the main reason. The four-time Olympic champion had moved to Portland, Oregon in 2011 to work with Salazar, who had been surrounded by doping allegations for the last 2 years, allegations which he has denied. And finally, South African rugby and sports officials are optimistic the country will host the 2023 Rugby World Cup after their bid was recommended ahead of Ireland and France. The decision will be voted for by the World Rugby Council in November the 15th in London, but they are considered unlikely to go against the board's recommendation. Independent auditors will oversee the process, which will comprise a total of 39 votes with a simple majority required to select the host. And that's it on Sports for tonight. I'm Baram Tony Ranta, and I'm Archie. We'll be back with the rest.
Kenya's opposition leader Raila Odinga has promised he will continue to protest against the country's electoral body, despite having conducted a presidential rerun as ordered by the Supreme Court. Odinga boycotted the polls on Thursday because he said no reforms had been made to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission after the Supreme Court ruling discrediting the August presidential polls. He says elections in Kenya risk becoming coronation rituals and has announced he is launching a People's Assembly, which would include a task force investigating the continuing failure in electoral bodies.
Political crisis we are in is about free and fair elections, specifically and fundamentally is about democracy, constitutionalism and the rule of law. Supreme Court ordered a repeat election held in compliance with the Constitution and the law. The order has not been complied with. It must be. It is in our best interest that we do so sooner rather than later.
Well, he says he's not seeking asylum, but for a second day, Catalan leader Carles Puigdemont has been in the European capital, Brussels. He's appeared in the city with several colleagues after declaring independence from Spain last Friday. Puigdemont's government has been sacked by Spain, but he says he's not trying to escape justice. He only wants to be able to speak freely. He was addressing a press conference in Brussels just as Spain's constitutional court suspended the declaration of independence he made on Friday. Last Friday, Puigdemont also said he would accept the result of snap elections on December 21st, which were called by the central government after it had invoked Article 155 of the Constitution. And the main news again, President Muhammadu Buhari today made the decision to appoint more ministers into the federal cabinet as well as board members for agencies and parastatals. The president gave hint of this decision at the National Executive Council meeting of the All Progressives Congress. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubadi. Good night.